Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to Chroma Key because I use it in some of my videos, so I'm going to show you so you can use it in yours. So here are some of the things you're going to need. You're going to need preferably an HD camera, works really well, something to take pictures of, a lighting source. If you don't have those big expensive lights like they have for professionals, clamp lights and very bright desk lights work. And also you need a green or blue screen. I'm on a cheap budget, so I just use a blue blanket. Alright, let's get it. Alright, so one of the most important things is setting up your blue screen or green screen. You can use a blue blanket, a green shirt, green blanket, blue shirt, as long as it's big enough to show whatever you need. So you're going to want to drape it over something and just keep it tucked in so that it's nice. And you're going to want to make sure there are no wrinkles or as little wrinkles as possible. And you don't want a flat corner like this because this creates shadows there. So you want to pull it out a little and have like no corner. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to be showing you is setting up your light source. Now, of course, you have your ceiling lights, which are always good to create light coming down. But look, shadows. You don't want shadows. So, clamp lights and bright desk lights are really good. And they're super cheap. So, you're just going to want to set both of them up at two different angles. One, set up at a 90-degree angle to your object or a person facing the backdrop, and then one coming from the front to create forward light. Just going to want to set both of those up, and then you're done with your lighting. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is set up your product or person in front of your green screen. Since I'm using a little blue screen, just going to want to set it up so that it can stand up. Alright, now that that's set up, you're all good with your product or person. Okay, so the next thing is you want to use a good camera. You don't want to use a cheap little camera off your phone or your DS or something like that. You want to use a good camera. So Sony makes a lot of good cameras, and so does Nikon. And those are the two good ones that I think are the best. So now you're going to want to get a picture or photo, video, whatever you're aiming to get. And this camera's dead. So I'm just going to get one with my webcam for show. Okay, so I have my webcam and everything set up, and now I'm just going to take a picture. Alright, now that we got everything set up, we can go ahead and put this all into our editing program. So here's what we're going to do. So I use Sony movie studio. Ugh. Alright, I don't have the pro version. I'm going to get it in a couple days. It's free 30-day trial, which lasts pretty long. So you're going to want to go ahead, take your pictures. So go into my picture library from my webcam. Take this picture. Good enough. Alright, then you're going to want to go ahead and place it on your timeline. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and get a picture of something like just get something, anything. Since I'm using a zombie book, I'll just type in zombie and just get something zombie related. So you always want to have something that's a little high quality. You don't want it too high quality or else it slows down your playback, and then you gotta put your playback at low quality. So now you're gonna go ahead you're going to add in from your download your zombie picture. No, I have a better one, so I'm just going to put that one in. Alright, so now that you have that, you're going to want to put your picture that you took in front of the green screen as your video overlay. Going to go into Project FX, go over to Chroma Key here, blue screen, drag it on over that. Now you're going to go like that, and you get this. It's kind of fuzzy in the background, so you got to fix it. You're just going to really have to play around with the colors here, see what you get, and then eventually start shining through. So you want to find where it's good, mess with the threshold, and eventually it comes in clear. So then you're going to probably want to blur it a little, do this, do that, whatever you want to do. Alright, so you make it come in all nice and good. Play around with some of the stuff. So you got your picture. You're going to go ahead. I do make movie, alright? But first, I always make it really, really short. That way it doesn't make it into like 50,000 pictures. You'll see why. So just go ahead, make it nice and short, zoom in a bunch, and then just go over to it, make it like a second long, half of a second, however short you want to make it. And then you just do that, go to Project, Make Movie, save it to my hard drive, and then in a second it's going to pop up. You choose, I choose image sequence for when I'm doing pictures, and a JPEG. Those are like the best quality for showing off pictures. And then you're just going to hit render. It's going to take like not even a second. So now you can close that, save the project, whatever you want to do. And now you're going to go over to your files. Since I'm using Sony Vegas, it's going to be under Documents, Vegas Movie Studio, right over here. And boom, there you go. You get your background in the background and your product slash person in the foreground. Now, if you're doing this with a video, it's going to be a little trickier, and you're going to have to be really, really good with the lighting and have a pretty decent background. But for pictures and stuff, it's a lot simpler. Alright, that's all. So, goodbye.